Hello everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com, and boy was I fooled today. I certainly didn't expect a sell-off like this today. This was kind of a shocker, but that's what they do. They surprise us so that we're not positioned short. I actually should have seen it coming, but I didn't. Looking at this chart here, you know, I mentioned a couple of times prior that when you got two moving averages like this crossing over each other, they form a necktie of resistance, and it's very tough for them to go through. And you can see here on this S&P daily chart yesterday, that's what they did. We banged up against it, couldn't go through it. But this move down today was clearly way more than I expected. I mean, maybe it didn't go. It should have went down a little and then tried again to make it on the next day or something. But to me, this was pretty well orchestrated with the North Korea, South Korea incident that happened with the missile. You know, if I had to speculate, I would say that the Federal Reserve Nazi gangster reptilian crooks, Bernanke and Obama and George Soros and Warren Buffett and all these gangster Illuminati members, I'll bet you they had something to do with that missile firing, and with North Korea and South Korea just, you know, starting to escalate into starting some type of war. They've been trying this numerous times with these guys. Remember, some time back, the North Koreans were accused of shooting a torpedo at a South Korean submarine, if I recall, and there was plenty of stories or speculation, call it conspiracy theories if you want, that it was a United States sub that fired on South Korea, our ally, and made it look like it was North Korea, to blame the North Koreans, to get a fight started, to get a war started, basically. But the South Koreans and North Koreans knew that they had talked to each other and said it wasn't us, you know, we didn't do it. And the South Koreans knew that it was the Federal Reserve gangster gang that was doing it, and so they didn't fight each other. So this time, I don't know. I don't have any details on it. I don't know what's going on yet. You know, who knows what the real story is behind this, who started it, but I guarantee you, the Federal Reserve, the Illuminati, these guys are behind this. They are trying to start World War III, and you can bet that this was timed specifically during this Thanksgiving holiday, when they can do a controlled sell-off and move this market down while most of the traders are away on vacation, and it won't tank heavily, but they're setting up the stage for it. You know, this is going to be, you know, move down to where, I don't know, maybe 1130 area with the weekly support. When you go look at the weekly support, you can see that 1130 area could be the weekly support. The red line there is the 50-day moving average at 1127. The blues at 1137. So, you know, that could be it. On a daily basis, you know, maybe it only hits 1173, but that wouldn't be very much of a C wave if this is it. And I still believe that at this point we're going to go up. I don't see them tanking this and crashing the market in December. They delayed this for whatever reason. I do not know, but I definitely believe at this point it's going to be out in January, late January, possibly early February. It could be early January. I don't know how fast they run this thing up, but at this point I'm going to say that you know, this is going to be a 5-wave pattern with like a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3. We're going to have a wave 4. Again, maybe coming into this area here, 1130 area. Here it is on the daily. and then a wave 5 pushing us up into January, February to hit our final high of 1260 to 1280 estimate on the SPX, but to match up with that fake print on the diamond spider trust of 118.16. So that's what I think is going to happen. So this is going to be a controlled sell-off. So that means this will be likely a 3-wave move down, an A, a B, a C. It's not going to be a 5-wave move down. I don't believe. So I believe they're going to stop it and squeeze all the bears. Just when the bears get excited, maybe they pierce just a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Well, maybe they don't. And then they get all the bears on board, and boom, take it right back up. Now, there was something here that I did want to show you, and hold on one second, and I'll show it to you. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you here, and find this chart and move it over here. I should have paid more attention to this. We know how the QE2 and the money that goes into the market moves this thing up and down. And you can clearly see the 12th, 15th, 17th, and 18th, they were pumping in quite a bit to move that market up to where it moved up to. And from now, the 22nd through the 29th, they don't have hardly nothing being pumped into the market. Come back on the December the 1st, 15 billion is going to be pumped into the market 2 days in a row. I can almost assure you there'll be a rally if they pump in 15 billion on the 1st and the 2nd. This is just basically flat out telling you they're going to rally, maybe pause day, rally, pause, whatever. I mean, it's almost just like I should have paid more attention to this. I had something I'd forgotten. I just happened to have it open. So I've got so many different windows open and different browsers open. As you can see, this is Internet Explorer, and I have Firefox open, and I've got Safari open, and I've got Netscape open, and so I'm always crashing my computer because I got too many windows open, maybe 100 or more at any given time. But anyway, so that means we could very well go down to the end of the month, and come November 1st, rally on the POMO money, more monopoly money. So that would make perfect sense. You can just kind of almost, you don't need the charts. All you need to know is when they're going to put money in the market. So what would that do? That would simply let this thing roll down here and recycle back up. Now that doesn't mean that tomorrow is going to be another sell day, but because tomorrow should be a pause day. I would be kind of shocked if it sold off again tomorrow, but it could now. It could. Okay, let's keep that in mind, because let's look at this. I mean, this is a bear flag. Not that they've played out before in the past. Here, I said the same thing. You remember I said this was a bear flag, and we turned it, boom, 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 rallied. Just straight up. Did the same thing right back here, if you remember. It fooled a lot of people on the bear flag. So the question is, is it going to play out this time? So here's a bear flag, and they just pumped it the next day hard. And you keep moving on forward here, and there's a bear flag. Boom, there was, and look at the similar patterns. It's like you had a hollow 60-minute up, then a red 60-minute down, then a hollow 60-minute up. That was obviously a choppy day, a wild day. And then it turned and boom, up it went. So that bear flag failed. With this POMO money, it's just worthless to look at these bear flags because it's just so manipulated. It's very, very frustrating to sit here and, you would think that this was ready to fall off a cliff. This was one day right here that had a bear flag, a second day of a bear flag. You would think for sure. I mean, I remember even doing the video on that saying, because there was a line right here that's not drawn here anymore, but there's a trend line right there. This banged on it, banged on it, banged on it. At the end of the day, sold off. You would think that the next morning that was going to just drop like a rock, and it didn't. They manipulated the market. That was I'm sure a POMO day. That was the let's see, 15th, 16th, 17th. 17th, yes, they put 15 billion in that day, according to this chart. And I just looked at, you can read back up the video if you need to watch it again, but 15 billion on the 17th. And so, boom, there it goes. And sold off a little bit. 13 billion on the 18th, right there. There's your 13 billion. And then nothing. Yesterday, well, wait a minute. What am I saying? The 22nd was only 2.6 billion. So they didn't get much. That was that teeny little rally. And then, of course, today we had 3.3 billion in the POMO money. Tomorrow we get 1.3 billion. And then nothing till the 29th. So, we could have a down day Friday. We could. I mean, I don't think they're going to do that because it's, again, light volume. But this is a bear flag. No question about it. But again, But again, here we are, back to it again. Here we were running down. Here we are now down below the zero mark. So it's certainly more bearish right now. But again, it's trying to curl back up. I thought that it would go here and pause and keep on going up, and I just forgot about that POMO money because this market, in my opinion, is totally responding to the POMO money. Without it, it's nothing. The market just tanks. With it, follows the bullish patterns on the charts. But without it, it's gonna die. It's gonna be bearish and just roll over and die. And that seems to be what's happening right now. So yeah, you can blame this on North Korea and South Korea, but it's just timing. I'm sure was set up perfectly for that. But so this is not showing signs of turning up yet. Matter of fact, it's still showing signs of turning down. So even though we should have a pause day that closes positive tomorrow, we should. That doesn't mean that this bear flag couldn't open in the morning, gap down, and then run back up and close positive. That's possible. That would kind of like be, putting in a lower histogram tower, kind of like down, and then slowly work its way up into positive territory. We could do that. It's hard to guess on this one, folks. All I can say is that we don't have much money, POMO money, for tomorrow. Only, let's see, what is tomorrow? Today's the 23rd. No, we are. So we got 1.3 billion. I said that wrong. So today, let's look at this again. Today we had 3.3 billion. Not very much. Tomorrow we have 1.3. That's not hardly anything. So yeah, it might be a surprise, another down day tomorrow. It very well could be. And then of course 25th is Thanksgiving, and market will be closed. 26th is Friday, and half day. 29th Monday. We could bottom on Monday, and then rally on Tuesday. With 15 billion. Isn't this sad? You got to throw the charts out the window and just look at when the QE2 money is in here. I mean, it's clearly evident. The 18th and the 17th, 15. I mean, all this right here from the 12th through the 18th. Go back and look at this again. Here it is. Let's see, that we had the one down day, which was that the 12th? Let's see, what day was that? The 12th, Friday. Okay, that was the one exception to the rule, the 12th. And on that day, we actually did have 13 billion in. So don't know why they fooled everyone and sold it down, but maybe it's just a technical thing. Or maybe, maybe this was it right here. What am I looking at? Let's see, 15th. No, the 12th was this. Okay. So that was it. And then they sold it down here on the 15th, and then they rallied it back. It took all that money, 15 billion, and 13 billion, to get it up to here. It took all that money right there. That's just amazing. Okay, gang, I'm running out of time, but basically I'm just looking for a flat day tomorrow, slightly positive, and that's it. Of course, I'll be eating mud again if I'm wrong. Good luck, everyone.